Hey guys!
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Welcome to the Girl to Love You kitchen. Today we're going to be making our famous vegan tacos. We'll be making everything from scratch, including the tortillas. Let's go.
All right.
We have our cassava flour, and we're going to make some tortillas. Okay, so the bag says 3/4 cup sea salt, olive oil, and just warm water. It makes 6 tortillas, and that's exactly what we're about to do. So Bae is sifting the flour. And why do you sift the flour? Tell us.
Sifting the flour, I believe, gets out any type of like air bubbles in the dough. Yeah, so it's something that I learned back in my 7th grade cooking class that for some reason I always just do. And to me personally, I just think that it works it out. It basically, to me, it helps with less clumping. Like,
I was about to ask that, just to make it smoother.
Yeah, when it's time for you to add your liquid into it, to me personally, I feel like it does.
Because look at it. It makes it, is it like making it finer in a sense?
No, it's just breaking it up a little bit from the clumps. Obviously,
because
this
it
is
looks
not
good.
a real sifter.
It looks like sand, but this is like a resourceful way of sifting.
Yes, indeed it is. I mean, at the end of the day, it did the job, right?
Yes. Okay, that looks good.
Alright, guys. So now I'm about to make the cassava tortillas. And you hear my dog in the background. She just wants to be featured. So there you have it. What I like to do whenever I have a basic type of recipe, and if it just calls for some just water, just add and mix, I like to jazz it up a little bit by just adding a few seasonings. And we just have some salt, pepper, ground onion, ground garlic, and a little bit of paprika. And honestly, it's just a little bit. You can just eyeball it, maybe about a 1/4 of a teaspoon, you can say, of each one. You don't really have to do so much. Me personally, I just feels like it gives it a little bit more of it enhances it just a little bit when you get those little flavors, and it gives the color, makes it look really good, especially with the black pepper and the paprika. So just a few. And then last but certainly not least, you don't need to overdo it with the paprika.
What about turmeric?
To be honest with you, I was definitely thinking about turmeric, but I feel like maybe not with tacos, maybe with like a fajita, so we can do it like a different flavor.
Okay, but you can really add whatever you want to it, basically.
Yeah. And then I just do a little shake, and then now it's time to add the other ingredients that it called for. It also called for 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So my tablespoon, sorry, more prepared. And we have 1. And I like to go around in a circle just so it's not like a big blob in the middle. Nothing wrong with that, whatever you prefer. 2. And then it's calling for a
4 tablespoons of salt and a 1/3 of warm water.
Well, a 1/3 of warm water. Well, we already seasoned it up, so now it's just a 1/3 cup of warm water. Here's the 1/3 cup of warm water. What I like to do sometimes when I'm baking, I like to make like a little well in the middle, just so I can pour it down the middle. It'll be easier to mix around. And I'm just using a fork. It's all mixed up at first before I use my hand, just because it helps the dough come together.
I think we even forgot to show what flour we're using.
Okay, and we are using TACOS natural multi-purpose cassava flour.
And it's grain-free, gluten-free, nut-free, and it's basically, if you don't know what cassava is, it is yucca root. So it's a lot healthier than eating just white flour or bleached flour or any type of crazy flour. Top 8 allergen free, vegan, paleo, delicious.
So now that we have the dough in this type of crumbly consistency, what I like to do is just let it sit for 5 minutes, just so it could just, you know, relax, because we were just throwing it all around and mixing it up. So I'll let it sit for 5 minutes, and then we'll come back to it, and then we'll knead it together as a dough.
So this is our favorite taco seasoning from Siete. This just makes it a lot easier to make this meal. Of course, you can always make your taco seasoning from scratch, but when I don't feel like it, this is what I love to use. It has some ingredients, simple ingredients also, as you can see. Nothing crazy, nothing you can't pronounce. Chili powder, sea salt, ground dates, tomato powder, garlic powder, nutritional yeast, jalapeno powder, cumin, onion flakes, cassava flour, cream of tartar, and parsley. And that's all. Oops. So we're gonna make our taco ground with this seasoning, and then we're also gonna make some beans, but instead of using like pinto beans, we're gonna use lentils, which are an amazing source of nutrients, protein packed. It's really a vegan powerhouse food. So I'm gonna show you how to make them nice and easy. So for our lentils, we have some chopped garlic, some chopped onions, some salt, ground pepper, garlic, paprika, onion, cumin, and oregano. Alright, so we're gonna go by lentils. Okay. So we are just gonna mix this around. So we're gonna mix this around until our lentils are basically coated with our seasoning, and it's literally to taste. So feel free to add more than a quarter tablespoon of seasonings. I find that is enough for me, but it's all up to you. It's your world. So yeah, I'm gonna let this sizzle for a little bit more, and I'm gonna stir it as it does. Get the lentils nice and toasty. And then you can either add in some veggie broth or water. I like to add a little bit of both and let it simmer. And I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so the veggie broth is going in. Half of that. And then half of water. And we're just going to let that literally cook on low heat for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then we're gonna check it out, and I'm gonna show you guys a super cool trick. Okay, so we're now moving on to our vegan ground meat. So we got half a block of tofu here, some more garlic and onion, and we got our seasoning. So we're gonna get a pot with a little bit of oil and add some of our garlic and onion, as well as half a packet of this seasoning. Keep in mind that if you are using packet seasonings, the sodium levels are pretty high. So I like to just half the packet so that I can save some for next time. And it's really flavorful, so if you want, you can add more of your own salt, but I don't feel like you need to. And if you guys don't want to do a packet seasoning, you can definitely season your ground with what I use to season the lentils. So this is about what half a packet looks like. I'm gonna put a little bit more. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna let this get a little bit hot in the pan like we did. And then kind of stir it around. Let that sizzle for about 30 seconds. As this is sizzling, we're gonna grab our tofu. I broke it into smaller chunks so I can show you. And you're literally just gonna crumble your tofu into the pan, like so. You're definitely gonna be able to use your spatula or your fork or cooking utensil to break it down even further. But this technique already gets you started. And it's fun. Cool. So we're gonna get our little spatula and break it down even more. And then don't worry, it's all gonna come together. But I think I need another tool. Be right back. As this is sizzling, we're gonna grab our tofu. I broke it into smaller chunks so I can show you. And you're literally just gonna crumble your tofu into the pan, like so. You're definitely going to be able to use your spatula or your fork, your cooking utensil to break it down even further. But this technique already gets you started. And it's fun. Cool. So we're going to get our little spatula and break it down even more. And then don't worry, it's all gonna come together. But I think I need another tool. Be right back. Something like this works best, honestly. See that? Break it down. All right. So as you can see, this is getting broken down really well. Alright, so this is the result of me breaking it down and breaking it down and breaking it down for about 5 minutes. And you can see that it's turned into more of a brown. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to add literally a tip of water. Because we don't need any dry taco meat, okay? And then we're gonna just mix that to allow all the seasoning to be evenly spread. And now you can see it's really coming together. The water helps to keep it moist and also break up the little pockets of seasoning. And it kind of looks like ground meat, doesn't it? Ground turkey meat, whatever. Except for it's ground tofu and it smells really good, right?
Yep.
Feel free to also add in some cilantro if you guys want. But we're just gonna let this cook for about 10 minutes. And we'll show you what it looks like. Okay guys, so this is our lentils. We're about 15 minutes in. As you can see, they're getting soft. And I'm going to show you a tool with how to blend these down. So guys, I know I'm getting older because I get super excited about new kitchen appliances that I find. And this little baby right here, this immersion blender has been...
Everything.
Tell him, baby.
It's been everything.
Tell him.
I'm in love.
So it has 3 different attachments. It has one that's... Can you get the other one for me, baby? The other attachment? It has this attachment that you put directly into like a stew or soup. Beans, which I'm about to show you, to make refried beans. So it has a blade on the bottom. It also comes with a whisk attachment, so you can use it with baking.
You can make it in.
Yes, this is for a smoothie. If you want to put like smoothie ingredients in here, you can put the whisk directly into it and whisk it up. Or the blender, sorry. And then this is my favorite. And I'm going to show you guys how I use this to make our first salsa in a few minutes. But this is a chopper, so it has like a blade inside. It's not a blender, it's a chopper. And you put this on top and it literally chops the ingredients inside. So this has been a tool that I love. But I'm about to show you how I use it with the lentils. So as you can see, the lentils have a little water in them still, which is what you want. You want a little water in there still, but not too much. But it depends on how thick you actually want your beans to be. So what we're going to do, we're going to put this directly in. And this also has, ew, my nail. This has a little thing where you can, yeah, y'all get the point. Okay. So we're going to put this in, directly in. Oh. Be careful if your food is really. So I think we're done. As you can see, we got some good blending going on. I like to still keep some of the lentils intact. But as you heat this up a little bit more, it'll get thicker. So that's what I'm gonna do, heat it for a few more minutes. But it's pretty done, guys. That looks delicious. And that was your 15-minute lentils, okay? So this is our taco meat after about 10 minutes of cooking. I personally don't like my meat too dry, but you can cook it so it can totally dry out if that's what you like. But look at this right here. So good. Isn't it delicious? And then we're just gonna make our tortillas and we're done.
Okay, now that the dough has come together, what we can do is just knead it a little bit together. I just like to fold it over, press down a little bit, get all the crumbs together, and then just turn it and do the same thing. Press it all together. And to be honest with you, I don't ever want to overwork it, so I think this is about just fine. Just get it all together. Not lose all these crumbs. Get it in. Alright. Now it's time to make the tortillas. Break off a little piece, form a ball in your hand, put it on my tortilla press that I got. I seen this little trick online to use a Ziploc bag so it doesn't stick. And then what you do is, you know how that works. Put it up, press it down, and voila. Nicely made fresh cassava tortillas. And just take this, lift this up, take it off. There you go. And you see all the little seasonings that we had added to it. Just give it a little bit of flavor. And then just place it with the others. And do that until you complete your dough.
Okay guys, so I'm gonna show you how to make this bell pepper salsa, which I love. We just need tomatoes, some bell peppers, some onions, a jalapeno, cilantro, and garlic is optional. I'm gonna put some garlic in there. We add our tomatoes, our bell peppers, all the colors, okay? Add some onion, preference. Add a garlic clove. Add some jalapeno. Then we're gonna add some cilantro. And we're gonna add a little bit of salt. And pepper. So whenever we have tacos, we love the fresh element, and this is what this is. So all of our veggies are gonna be fresh. So we have our seasonings in there. Then we're gonna pop our top on, like so, like that, like Auntie Tappy said. And then we're gonna chop. This is good. Okay, guys. Look at what we got. Some delicious fresh salsa. And I love that it's chopped and not blended, because you can still enjoy textures and flavors. That's why I love putting bell peppers in this, because you get the little crunch. So this is what we got, guys. As you can see, everything is chopped, and this is why I love this tool, because it doesn't blend it, it just chops it, so you can still enjoy textures. And it is beautiful. Look at all those peppers and jalapenos and cilantro. So this is the perfect fresh element for tacos, and this is why this immersion blender chopper situation has changed my life. So, you know, we can't forget about the guac. I'm gonna also throw this in here too. You see how I had a little extra stuff hanging around? That's gonna go, that's gonna go right into the guac. So I'm gonna just put our avocado in here. Have you guys seen that trend with how to get the seed out? You just gotta go like this, and it comes right out. Look at that. I'm gonna put the other half in there. This avocado is super creamy, so have no problem blending, but this could even work if you have an avocado that's not so soft, which is why I love this. You add a little key lime to the avocado. I love adding key lime to avocado. So delicious. You can add a little salt and pepper as well. We're gonna add like a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Put our top on. Put our top on. Let's see if we turbo what it does. And it's like an avocado. Look at this avocado. Creamy deliciousness.
You guys should definitely invest in this. I'm telling you,
We are obsessed. Baby. Ooh.
To oil our pan, we use this vegan ghee, which I love. It gives it like a really nice crunch to it, and it is, I don't know, to me, I just personally like it a little bit better than the oil.
It's perfect.
Then we put it in our pot, and we get our pot a little hot like that, and we have it all spread over. And what we'll do is we'll take, we'll take one of the tortillas, and then we'll just drop it in there. Another one, and we will drop it in there. That's it. And let it cook up a little bit, and then we'll flip it. And then it should be done up. Now they should be done on the other side. Well, not necessarily done, but cooked a little bit on the other side. And what we could do is just flip it, and there you have it. Ladies and gents, cassava tortillas.
Yummy.
And this is a great alternative for people who are trying to cut corn out of their diet, or maybe they have a corn allergy. This is something that you can definitely use so you don't have to miss out on tacos, and not necessarily have to use flour as well. So here you are.
Yes, baby, tell me. So here we have our taco protein. We have our refried lentils. And we have our tofu ground. Then I also made some cabbage slaw. Just some cabbage, key lime, salt and pepper. That's it, literally. And we're gonna assemble our tacos. And here we have it, guys. We got our refried beans, our taco meat, our guac, our salsa, our slaw. And also I put a little bit of vegan yogurt as my sour cream. That's another vegan tip. Yogurt as sour cream is so delicious. Make sure it's unsweetened, unflavored also. This is baby's taco right here. That looks so good, babe.
Alright guys, let's take a look at them.
Take a bite?
Alright, cheers, baby.
Okay, cheers.
There you go.
That's way too good. The lentils?
So good.
Damn.
So good.
Yeah. It's actually so delicious. Look at the cassava flour. Soft, delicious, flavorful because all them seasonings you put in there. No. Really don't eat that.
Finger looking good.
Yeah. I can't tell you how good this was. Delicious. Give it a try.
This was so good, like you guys definitely have to try this. Like,
So much flavor.
I'm telling you, it's bomb. It's worth it, and you don't gotta worry about your stomach hurting after that. You know what I'm saying? Also, too, if you guys been following us for a while, you know, just check us out. We got multiple things that is actually really delicious and that, you know, it's basically the same thing that you would be eating with meat, but just vegan. And it doesn't hurt your belly. You
Such
know?
a good point, babe. We make it so easy because we've been there, done that. You know, we transitioned from eating meat to being fully vegan, going on 4 years. This is how you do it. You gotta spend time in the kitchen. You gotta get your flavors right. But as you can see, we ain't missing no meals. Love y'all.
All right, babe. Let's
Till the
go eat
next
this.
episode of Go to Love You's Kitchen. Peace. Give me a kiss.